right, people, what is going on? Joey Suggs here. Welcome to today's video. Welcome to Road to Ripped. I think this is episode 9 now and day like 30. And we're starting it with a workout. And this is gonna be hopefully not, but probably the last one in a little while. So I talked about this previously. I am headed to the Keys for a bachelor party. Actually, not even the Keys, Marathon, which is like an hour outside of the Keys. I think it's gonna be a lot of hanging out and fishing and golfing and stuff like that. So we need to get a good workout in now. I'm gonna start myself on the Stairmaster and let's get into it. All right, people, warm up done. And I figured since this might be my last lift, I'm gonna try and do just a little bit of everything today. We're gonna start on the Smith machine and do some Smith machine bench. Probably gonna end up doing like 2 warm-up sets, 3 hard working sets of like that 8 to 10 rep range. And that should be a really good start into our full body day to day, I guess. All right, next exercise is gonna start into some supersets now. First thing we're gonna do is going to be a tricep extension or a tricep push down using this rope attachment. And we're gonna do 3 working sets, about that like 10 to 12 working range there. Pretty much to failure with those. And then I'm gonna work into some trap work as well. So just doing some standard shrugs also on the Smith machine. Like a solid 10 reps, maybe like 8 to 10 reps here. And we'll do 3 sets of that superset in total. And that should get us nice and moved along. All right, 1 superset done, now moving into the next. And this one's gonna be for starting with biceps. We're gonna do a straight bar bicep curl, really focusing on squeeze the top of the rep, getting about 10 to 12 reps there. And then we're gonna drop down and do some ab roller. So we're gonna superset with an ab roller and do like 10 reps there. And then we're gonna actually make this a 3 superset and do like an oblique shrug kind of, and really focus on flexing the obliques throughout these movements. And this combo should wrap things up for us today. All right, people, that is the workout. Before I get into the physique update, please check out the oversized pump cover and actually the shorts from TLF as well. Literally everything I wear in the gym is from TLF. And also I've been wearing it a lot like out because their stuff has been really good recently. So if you haven't in a little while, make sure to check the link down below for TLF, and my code TLF-Suggs will save you 20% off your order on top of sales. So it's like an insane discount. Highly recommend it. Now time for the physique update. And hoo-wee. Sad that this is gonna be my last one for a little while. All right, people, here it is. Here is my pre 5-day, 4-night vacation bachelor party in pretty much a deserted area with no gym or proper nutrition. Physique update. So here's what we're dealing with. The more and more I thought about this, I'm not gonna be taking my camera with me. I'm not gonna be bringing all my stuff. I feel like it's a little rude, more or less. I'm going to celebrate one of my friends getting married, and it should be a trip celebrating him and being there present with him and the rest of our friends. And I feel like if I'm kind of taking the spotlight away from that a little bit by bringing all my camera gear and focusing on filming and things like that, I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't think it's the right move. So I'm not gonna bring my camera. But I did wanna film today so that we can do a direct comparison of the day I leave compared to the day I come back. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a physique update now, right? I'm gonna go through everything that I normally do, and then when I get back, I'm gonna do a physique update as well. Kind of share with you, some videos and some stuff from the trip as well. But we'll talk about the weight change and everything else. Hopefully it's minimal, who knows? But as far as today's physique update goes, I gotta say I'm pretty happy with how I look in the mirror. I think the scale is a little misleading right now because I'm jumping all over the damn place. So when we left off in the last video, so we had the weigh-in of like 211 on the Easter morning. Then the weigh-in on the day that I filmed didn't show up, which is annoying. Yesterday, the weigh-in was 211.4, so really no change there, just slightly down. And then this morning, I popped up to 213 flat, which is kind of weird because I didn't eat a whole lot yesterday. Well, I did, but I didn't eat a ton yesterday, and I hadn't gone to the bathroom yet, so I feel like that probably maybe threw that off just a little bit. Regardless, I feel like the weight is still fluctuating a little bit too much right now to tell where it's really headed, but I think it is headed in the right direction. And obviously I'm not gonna have a scale while I'm gone, so I'll have no idea what I'm weighing, but that's totally fine. As far as how I feel like I look in the mirror, I don't see much change from the past like 3 or 4 days, which I feel like is probably a kind of good thing. And we'll just see how it plays out throughout the rest of the week. Now, when it comes to calories and macros, there's really not much to talk about because I filmed literally 2 days ago. So you saw all the calories that was in the Monday, and yesterday I had I had lunch brought in from a group. So I ate that, and then I had the same thing I had Monday night again for dinner last night. Ended up at 2,200 calories. I think protein was really low. Well, 160, yeah, it's kind of low. And today I haven't eaten anything. So super boring on that front, but I think I am gonna help myself a little bit, go to Clean Eats and bring some meals in a cooler. That way I just have something to eat. I'm also probably gonna bring that protein muesli that I can't pronounce. I'll bring that. I'll bring some protein bars, some beef jerky. So I'm gonna have some healthier snacks. I don't know how often I'm really realistically gonna be able to eat them. But I am gonna be still trying my best. I'm not just gonna take this as like a free-for-all and just blow my diet. I am gonna be consciously worried about what I'm putting in my body and hopefully trying to get some exercise in as well. All of that said, I definitely am gonna do cardio after this. That's solid 15 minutes. This is a really long workout. I think we're sitting at about an hour and a half total right now, but that's good. I'm taking my time today, gonna get a really nice workout in, gonna get my cardio in. I'm also gonna bring my protein powder, so if I do have a chance to have some protein or work out, I'll have that with me as well. And we're roughly a third way through this cut, and I feel like we're doing really, really good so far. So I don't think this couple day hiatus is gonna ruin too much. But all that said, the only thing I can do now is enjoy my trip and see you guys hopefully looking relatively the same in 5 days. See ya. Oh, all right, people. That is a recovery sauna session after what has been my first workout in 4 or 5 days. I'm finally back from the Keys. Got in late last night, went straight to bed, went to work this morning, came home, did a very, very short and light, kind of full body workout, and sat in a sauna for about 20 minutes, and it was what I feel like exactly I needed. But let's do a physique update, tell you a little bit about the trip and where it leaves us now. All right, people, so here's our physique. I think the first thing you're gonna notice, I feel like that I noticed from looking in the mirror, I'm probably a solid 3 or 4 shades darker. And that is because I was in the sun all day, every day for 4 days. But regardless, it was a really, really good time. We stayed at a place that one was able to house all of us, which was really good. And it was really pretty, beautiful, beautiful scenery, nice pool, and just a lot of really, really good times with really, really good friends. And I think what comes along with that is a lot of drinking, horrible sleep, and not always the best nutrition. And in my case, I didn't eat a whole lot each day. Pretty much would wake up every morning. There was a really, really good bagel shop. I would grab a bagel sandwich that would tide me over till, I don't know, later on in the day. I'd have a piece of meat, and that was pretty much it. So I really didn't eat a ton, except for the last day we had a really, really big cookout, and that was awesome. But when I did eat, it was crappy, snacky food, not a lot of protein. So I definitely think the nutrition was at an all-time low these past 4 days. And I was very, very nervous to step on the scale this morning. But when I made myself do it, actually kind of surprised. So we were at 211.6. So actually down about a pound and a half or so from Wednesday. Now, I think there's a lot of factors that play in that. I'm probably still really dehydrated. I try to chug as much water as possible yesterday and today, but I think I definitely still need to level out a little bit to see what my true weight is. From looking at the mirror, I do look a little depleted. I definitely look like I'm kind of scrawny, my muscles have shrunk a little bit. And I think it's just from one, not working out, there's just no fullness there. And the lack of nutrition and protein definitely plays into that. But I think all in all, really the damage isn't terrible to the physique. Now, if I did this every couple weeks, yeah, it would be terrible. But a one-off like this, I think we're still nicely on track for Road to Ripped, and I'm actually not too upset about it. So all in all, Road to Ripped is not officially ruined. We're back on track, starting backtracking tomorrow as well. And I think that's a really good thing. Now tonight, I need to just eat something and go to bed, and I have literally no food here. So I am gonna have to go get some food out. I don't know what I'm gonna get yet, but it needs to be a nice recovery meal. I am having my first like protein I've had in a while as well. Definitely needed it after that workout. But all in all, in my opinion, I think things definitely could have been a lot worse. And you know what they say, having a tan makes you look 10 pounds lighter. So, all right, and just a couple minutes later, feast your eyes upon that glorious Chipotle bowl. This seems like borderline sinful, but I'm just so depleted and so tired. I really just don't feel like cooking tonight. And I would absolutely love to get a good night of rest. So eating out is what it is. That does hit the spot. By the way, if you want to know what the order is, it is white rice, black beans, peppers, double meat, honey chicken, steak, light regular salsa, double corn salsa, sour cream, cheese, lettuce. And it is pretty freaking good. I honestly probably won't eat this entire bowl. It's a lot of food. I did also get chips and guac, which is extremely naughty of me, but I wanted it, so I got it. I'm definitely gonna pay the price for it on the scale tomorrow, I already know. But what's the road to rip without a couple bumps in the road? I know this wasn't a normal video by any means, but I hope you guys enjoyed it still, stuck around for the whole thing. And if you did, I promise we're getting back to our regular scheduled content in just a few days. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Press thumbs up button if you haven't already. And I will be seeing you very shortly in the next one. Peace.
This the anthem. If you rockin' with it, put your hands up.